Hi guys, this is the Bold and the Beautiful review. So the episode started with Caroline, okay, knocking on Thomas's door. She's like, okay, we need to talk. I don't care if you're busy, because I need to talk to you and it's very important to me. So you're going to listen to me, right? But Thomas is like, look around, girl. I am busy. Busy. Okay, so Thomas is living with Charlotte. I told you guys that those interns could be useful, and they could use the interns. Maybe can do things with the interns, okay? And she's cute. Charlotte is really cute. And maybe her and Nicole could, I don't know. Use them, okay? So, Caroline's just like, oh, you with a chick, and Thomas is just like, okay, please, quickly, if you have something to say it now. Go ahead. I'm listening. And Carol is just like, okay, it's not the time for me, so I'm a peace out. So she leaves, and she has like pain a little bit. So she's like, ooh, I gotta go. Ooh. So I don't know if she's gonna go to the hospital or something. So now we get to Miss Quinn. She's talking to Bill. She's just like, Bill, why don't you give Wyatt a chance? You're always punishing him for being my son. And Bill kind of admits it, okay? I feel like Wyatt has half of you, and that half is, cool. So, no. I'm not interested in Wyatt like that. I feel like Liam is brighter, smarter, and he can do a lot for my company. He can be my successor. And I was just like, oh, wow, really? You're going to be saying that to Quinn? And that's very hurtful. I just feel like, Bill, shush. What kind of father are you? This is just so wrong. Why are you doing this? I was upset because it sucks to be that child that when you know that your dad doesn't love you like that and prefers another child, and it's like, at least don't be obvious, okay? Like, come on. And you're telling it to Quinn, and what do you think Quinn is gonna do with that information? You think Quinn is just gonna be like, okay, well, if you prefer Liam, it's okay. She's gonna go crazy. Quinn proceeded to talk to Liam, and I felt like, sorry, Quinn, don't do it. Okay, that's not the right thing to do. I don't know. A part of me feels like she shouldn't have done it, and another part of me is just like, I understand. I get it, girl. You're a mom. But I feel like it's not Liam's fault, okay? The things that he got, he's not to blame for it. Like, it's not his fault if he's being given stuff, okay? Like, you gotta blame Bill, and you can only talk to Bill. Liam is not responsible for his brother's happiness. You can't make him try to support Wyatt or make him go talk to Bill. That's not his place. That's not his fault, okay? And I'm not even sure if he's really close to Wyatt like that, okay? For a long time, they were fighting over a girl, Hope. So I'm just like, they're not that close. They were not raised together. You did not participate in raising that child. You don't know Liam like that, and you've proven that you really don't like him, okay? You always try to do things to him. So how can you expect for him to want to listen to you and to not feel like you are a threat, or you're trying to do things, you're trying to hurt him, okay? Like, Liam is thinking about this. He's just like, okay, Quinn is back to her craziness, okay? She might be trying to do some things to me later, okay? Like, we don't know. Like, I'm sorry, Quinn. It's not Liam's fault. And I know you're mad at Bill for giving Liam the VP position, but Wyatt didn't ask for shit. I'm sorry. He didn't ask for nothing. He did not even complain to Bill after the fact. If you don't ask, don't expect to receive. And if you don't receive and don't even talk to your father about it, that, hey, I thought I was going to get that position, what's going on? Like, come on. No. And Liam really did put in some work, okay? He really wanted that takeover. He was fighting plans, new plans all the time, trying to talk to Ridge, trying to talk to Steffi, pushed Wyatt to be closer, to get close to Nicole. Like, he was doing things. And Wyatt, you never asked compensation for your work, okay? Like, you have to be smart. Sorry, boy. You have to be smarter than that. So then we have to go to, I want to talk about Liam and Steffi. Liam and Steffi, they have this conversation. Liam, like, Steffi was just like, oh, Liam, you feel bad for Ivy, right? You're such a good man. I was like, no, he not. And I forgot this one thing. Liam, when he was talking to Quinn, he said something like, oh, now that I can fire you, you're trying to be nice to me. And Quinn was just like, I need to put you back in your place. You need me, boy. Okay, you just fired Ivy. You can't fire me. Sorry. Okay? Clients want me. And we have to, like, how are you gonna do this? Okay, no Ivy, no me. Like, you need me, boy. I was just like, yes. Okay, my problem with Liam and Steffi, they think they can fire everybody. Yes, you're in that position and you're a boss. I get it. But when you're a boss, you need to think about your company. Okay, you can't just fire people because you're mad at them because she got with your boyfriend, or he got with your girlfriend, or he's talking smack, or you don't like him, he's not looking at you right, whatever. No. Okay? No, you gotta think before you act. You gotta look at contracts before you do anything. You gotta think about the media, the customers, the product. Can you replace that person that you're firing? What are the consequences if you, like, come on. Just come on. They need Ivy. Seriously. And it's so funny that Steffi wants to say that, oh, I can't trust Ivy. And I was just like, yes, okay, you can't trust Ivy. But do you plan on killing another person in self-defense? Like, I don't understand. Are you going to get in another situation like that? I mean, then you don't have a problem. And at least Ivy cares about the company. She's a Forrester. She cares about the company, Forrester Creations. She cares about this company because it has her name. Quinn doesn't give a damn about this company. Wyatt doesn't give a damn. Can you trust Rick and Maya? I don't think so. Because if Rick can find a way to be back on top, do you think he's not gonna take it? Exactly. So you're working with people that you don't trust. And when it comes to Quinn and Wyatt, they're not that close to the company. They don't really care about the company like that. Especially Quinn. Wyatt, at least he's dating Ivy, so maybe he doesn't want to hurt the company because he cares about Ivy, but Quinn doesn't care about nothing. Quinn cares about his son. Her son. She cares about her son, but that's it. And yes, she does need money because Deacon is spending her money like crazy. Like, oof. Like, I was just like, why are you with Deacon? You need to divorce that guy. And they don't have a prenup. You know, when you don't have a prenup and you're making money like that, Quinn, you're about to learn the hard way. Because you in love with a con man. But at least you're crazy. So, I mean, maybe you can find a way to solve your problem if you ever have a problem with him. Yeah. So, yeah, can you trust Quinn? No, you can't. And she's crazy. So, that means whatever she does, it doesn't have to be logical. Yeah, Steffi did not think this through, okay, at all. And I hope that Wyatt wakes up and understands that he doesn't need his daddy to make a company, to have a company. No, you don't. Be grown. And yes, it sucks that your father doesn't care about you, doesn't love you, doesn't want to give you stuff, doesn't want to give you money. But at some point, you gotta wake up and decide that you're gonna make something out of yourself. Like, you're gonna become somebody. You're gonna do something for yourself. You're not gonna wait for your dad to die or to be sick so you can take his money, right? Because what are you gonna do? Like, that's what you want to do? Wait for him to be sick and just try to steal some money, or beg for the money, or cry for the money, or make people feel guilty so they can give you the money. And what happens if Bill dies and doesn't give you nothing? What? Are you going to try to play with his will? I mean, if somebody doesn't want to give you something, it's okay. Like, let it go. Just let that go, because then you look grimy. You look like it looks bad on you, basically. Okay, if you're trying to steal the money, if you're waiting for a paycheck, if you're making people feel guilty so you can have some cash in your bank account, like, work. Just work for what you have. You gotta be proud. And don't try, like, money destroys family. So I mean, you don't want your family or your relationship with your brother. I know he doesn't really care like that, but your relationship with your brother is going to suffer. You and Liam are not close right now. And it's good to have a brother. It's good to have a sibling. It's good to have family. So, I mean, why do something for yourself? Stop crying. And don't let your mama fight your battles, okay? Fight your own battles on your... You're capable, okay? You're strong. Go ahead. Do your thing. And Ivy, you shouldn't have said no to Wyatt when he said, maybe I can guilt trip Bill into giving you a job. Because, I mean, what are you going to do? Sit down and talk to your boyfriend all day, every day? Like, you need a job. And Spencer Publications can do maybe good things for you. You don't know that yet. Okay, maybe you can write. I don't know. Come on. Okay, so now we got to talk about Thomas and Ridge. So Ridge went to the Forrester house, and he was like, oh, Charlotte. Interesting. You need to go. Hear the door? You see the door? Bye. And I feel like I didn't like the way he talked to Charlotte, because first of all, I know I'm in your house technically. Well, not really your house, your father's house, whatever, Rick's house. But you don't have to talk to me like I'm nothing, like I'm crap. Okay, like, I don't want to say it, but like a hoe. Like, get out, bitch. You got paid. You have your money, right? Okay, then leave. Like, I didn't like that at all. And I certainly did not like him talking to Thomas and telling him that, oh my God, what are you doing? We don't need a sex scandal. I'm just like, your life has been a sex scandal, okay? All about sex scandals, okay? You and Brooke. I remember you and Brooke in an elevator. And I think he was still with Taylor at the time, and he got cut with Brooke, okay? And they felt it was a mess, because the media was there and they were taking pictures, and they were like, oh my God, they fell out of the elevator together, and it was just like yeah, a hot mess. And Taylor was there watching it all happen. So I don't think Ridge has room to talk. And Thomas, then I don't know how they got into that. They jumped into that conversation, but Thomas was like, you know what? I don't want no son of mine, no daughter of mine is gonna be missing me, waiting for me to come into his room or her room and say, good morning. I'm gonna be a good dad. I'm gonna be there for my kid, and he's gonna hear me say, or she's gonna hear me say, I love you. It's the, all those things. And I was like, oh my God, Thomas. And you can see he wants to cry. And then you have Rich, who's he feels guilty. That man feels guilty too, but he doesn't want to say that. So he's just like, you know what? I paid. I give you that lifestyle, okay? I give you money. I made sure that you had a job at International. Now that you want to come, you said you wanted to come back home. I give you a job, the designing job. I look at the cars, and I was just like, wow. Rich, you serious right now? Like, you're talking about cars, houses, jobs, money. But your child was talking about affection and love. He missed you. He wanted you in his life. That's what he was talking about. And being a good father is not about throwing money or giving him a job. Like, ooh, you have the best birthday parties. But like, what? Okay? And you can't talk about nobody's life like that when you have slept with so many models in your time, okay? Like, I know we talk a lot about Taylor and Brooke, but they were way more women than that, okay? I remember Morgan. How did she appear? I don't know. He probably slept with Morgan and she went crazy. Something like that. Caroline, the first Caroline. I know I'm forgetting women. There's way more girls than this, okay? You can't talk, and seriously, like, your response should have been, I'm sorry, son, I should have been there. I sucked as a dad. I want to do better. I'm going to be here with you, for you. I really want to be your father, okay? Because I loved when Thomas said to Rich, I don't need a father anymore. Like, and Rich was like, you don't get to choose. And Thomas was like, but you chose to not be a daddy for like a good 20 years. 20 years, you're like gone. You're like, peace, I'm in Paris. I need to be with Brooke. I'll be back in a couple of years when I'm tired of Brooke. So, peace. You got to do that, right? So I get to choose to not have you in my life. Peace. I don't want you. I don't need no daddy. I'm grown. So I like that. So I'm really sad for Thomas, and I loved how he punched his daddy in the face. I was like, I wanted it. I was just like, go ahead, punch him. And then I thought for a minute. I was like, wait, I need to think. Wait. You slept with his girl, though. I was like, you slept with Caroline, now you're punching him in the face. That's a bit too much. That's my afterthought, okay? Like, after he did it. Like, I was like, maybe he shouldn't have done it. But I enjoyed it. I was like, Rich. But it's hard to be on Ridge's side, and it's hard to be on Thomas's side. You can't agree with what they're doing. Ridge, you were not a good dad. And Thomas, well, you slept with his woman. And now she preggo, but you don't know yet. So, guys, that was my review. I hope you liked it. Remember, there's still The Young and the Restless is coming, okay? I just didn't post it yet. So, yes, it is coming. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. See you guys soon. Goodbye.